From the acclaimed Yellow Dog Studios in the heart of Wimberley, Texas, you're listening to the Bad Truth Podcast with your hosts, Michael and Adam.
Volo means flight?
Sto volando. I'm flying.
I'm flying.
Sto volando.
What language is that, Mike?
Italiano.
Ah, Italy.
Yeah.
I'd definitely like to eat some Chef Boyardee.
I bet you would. You went to Italy.
I've been to Italy quite a few times.
Really?
And I still don't know any Italian.
How did that happen?
I'm American.
Sono americano.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you went to Italy recently.
Yes, I did. Bad Truth went.
Bad Truth podcast was in Rome.
Yeah, I posted some
Roma.
pictures on the Bad Truth Instagram, but then I most of them are on my personal Team T-Bay Instagram.
Team T-Bay.
That was back in November, before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. How was it?
Yeah. Well, yes, this is a Bad Truth, like, goes to Rome thing. It's not like a real episode. This is like a, what are we calling this?
This is just a mini, just Bad Truth goes to Rome.
Here's some of the things that I saw. Some Bad Truths.
Yeah. Ooh,
There-
Bad Truths across the pond, if you will.
Yeah. We tried doing a full episode with the France one, but no one liked that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the podcast or just France.
It's probably just France.
I don't know. Okay. All right. Yeah. This one, no BO. I didn't smell anybody that reeked of BO.
Was it because of the time of year, do you think? It was cooler?
It was definitely cooler.
Yeah.
I think highs mid 60s of the high, maybe low 60s, and then maybe mid 40s at night.
Celsius over there.
Hoodies.
Hoodies. Ooh, yeah.
It was hoodie weather.
Less underarm stink.
Yeah. I was there for 7 days solo.
Nice.
It was,
Solomino.
yeah, they're on the Euro. Euro.
Yeah. What was the exchange rate at that point?
I don't know, man. It's like $1.23 something.
Not too
I'm
bad.
guessing.
Yeah.
It's gotten a lot closer.
Yeah, it's way closer than it was for a while. Oof.
Yeah. I went to Wells Fargo before I went and just got some euros for me. And then I mainly use like credit card.
Yeah.
You on Wells Fargo for like your debit card, you can in the app, if you have an app for that bank, you can go in there and tell them where you're going to be so they don't freak out and like not let you use it. But you should use your credit card instead of a debit card.
Why is
Because
that?
the debit card happens right away.
Gotcha.
The credit card you can dispute. So if anything happens, it's probably better to use the credit card. I bought a stupid money belt because everyone's talking about, oh, you're going to get pickpocket. Oh, they're great, dude. They'll like throw a fake baby at you or whatever, and then they'll like steal stuff, or they have scissors. They'll cut of your backpack strap and just all this horrible stuff. Don't ride in the bus because, you'll get robbed for sure, whatever. Even in the front pocket. Oh, they'll take it out of your front pocket. It's there. You wouldn't believe it. So I went to REI and got a stupid money belt.
Yeah.
And then at the last minute, I was like, I'm not bringing this. Like, try to take it.
Yeah.
I was like, come and take it. All right. So I didn't bring it. So I didn't have any problems.
Because it's just a city.
Yeah. I was in the ancient city. I didn't really go out to the suburbs where they actually have street lines on the street for lanes.
Oh, yes.
Where I was, it was just a free-for-all. Big, huge,
Just drive.
huge roads with no lines.
Yeah.
Literally a free-for-all. Watching people cross the street was just amazing. So I'd never been to Italy before, so you have, but I don't know. You said you've been to Rome?
Yeah. I went to Rome once, the first time I was there.
They have a place where you're supposed to walk,
Suggestion.
and you just go. You don't wait. There's no lights. You just start walking. Cars
Yeah.
are flying. They're going all different ways. There's multiple lanes,
Yeah.
virtual lanes. And you just start walking, and they just stop for you. And you're literally playing Frogger. You just walk across the little white painted part where pedestrians walk, and the cars just stop coming both ways. It's just insane. Insane. The little scooters,
Yeah, little
the
Vespas.
the Vespa scooters, all that stuff, and then the little motorbikes. Not like motorcycles, but they're a little bit bigger.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Those things. I mean, they're everywhere. They will stop at lights, but up until the light, they don't care.
Yeah.
They weave around.
Yep, in between.
They make lanes that aren't there. They'll zip around you. If you're in cars or a bus, they'll go all the way up to the front of the light or the front of the stop sign or whatever. They go all the way up to the front next to you. So So if you're in a car, you have to look left and right because people could be creeping up on those things.
On either side.
And no one gets mad. Like if there's not
It's
a
just how
lane
it's done.
and a car zips around, passes like 20 cars just to get up in front, no one cares. No one freaks out. There's no road rage.
Yeah. It's just how it is.
Yeah. The only time they get mad is if you don't go. The horns come out if the light changes. Sometimes I'll honk before the light changes. Like go. Like they know it's about to go. There's like a couple seconds where the lights are switching.
It's awesome.
Just go. So that's what I noticed. That was just amazing. It's just amazing watching that chaos work.
Yeah.
It's
Organized chaos.
It's like those science movies where you watch the blood cells going through the veins where they're just all flying around, but somehow they all get there. That's
Squish
what that is.
in and go and bounce off each other.
Yeah, that's how it was. It was just amazing to watch. I would have loved to drive there, but
I feel like bumpers are actually used on cars to bump.
they park wherever. It's like they still have horses. You just tie your car up, tie your bike up anywhere on the curb, halfway
that
on the
is awesome.
curb, parallel park, a horizontal park. You know, you can just back into the street. I mean, here in Austin, they got that back in thing on Congress, mass confusion. No one knows how to do it. But over there, they don't have lines like that. People will just back in because the cars are small.
Yeah. Well, they're not driving gigantic Texas,
No,
whatever.
all the
trucks.
cars are just to get from A to B. They're super small, and they can park them anywhere. They can parallel park them, or they could just back them into the curb.
Yep.
Same with the bikes. That they will have lines you'll see occasionally where bikes back in. You're driving here and you're trying to park, and a motorcycle's got a whole space to itself, a parallel on the street.
Yes.
It's like, really, bike? Back it in.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. You'll see like 5 or 6 bikes just backed in, and you can still get a car in there.
Yeah.
And they'll double and triple park. I'm walking down the street. I took some pictures. There's a whole thing where I saw like all the parking there. And yeah, some guy parks in front of another guy, parks in front of another guy. It's insane. You walk down the street and you'll see like 50 bikes all parked, all backed in around the street and around the corner of the street and on the other side of the street. And mind you, this is like the old city.
Yeah.
There's no Uber getting through there.
Exactly.
You're not Ubering in this part of the city. It's all cobblestone. It's all stones.
Yeah.
You watch people ride bike. You just imagine the shot, just like just driving all of that. That whole part of Rome is like that.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
History. I like that.
I'll tell you one thing. Romans know how to build stuff. It's still there.
It's still there. Aqueducts still there.
I did do all the touristy stuff.
Yeah.
Went to the Colosseo. I went to that thing, went inside the Palatine Hill and all the Roman Forum, a lot of museums and stuff like that. I walked all around the Trevi Fountain. Because there was that movie Sinatra did the theme song for, 3 coins in the fountain.
Yeah.
And it's where the principal actors are right there. So I stood right there where they had that movie.
Nice.
Yeah. I had to do that. And I did up the Spanish Steps. I did all that stuff. Anything you could think of.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's a city that you definitely have to do all that stuff.
But I did learn a trick for seeing the Colosseum.
Ooh.
All right. So you definitely want to skip the line. Now you can pay extra to go underneath
Ooh.
because the floor is gone. So if you ever see pictures of the Colosseum, you see like what's all the stuff in the middle there? All that used to be a floor, like a wooden floor with sand on top of it, and that's where they would spring load the animals up from the bottom.
Real shows.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's gone now. So now you just see just the walls with no roof. So it looks kind of weird, but they are reconstructing part of the wall. I'm sorry, part of the floor.
Part of the floor.
So on the one end, you can see that, yeah. And actually, a quarter of that was like a building where like the emperor, the Caesar would be in. So a quarter of it is is where he would be. So the actual visible part of the Colosseum was, a third of it's gone. Like you think it's the whole big thing, like from the movies, but it was never like that.
Gotcha.
So I learned that. Okay, so here's the trick. Go to the Palatine Hill or Palatino, whatever they call it in Italian. You go there and you buy that ticket, and you tell them you want to skip the line for the Colosseum. So the ticket works for both, and it's the Roman Forum. So you got the whole thing, and it lasts for like 2 days.
Oh, nice.
So I did the Roman Forum and the Palantino Hill, it still has the old aqueducts. Part of it's still there. It's just massive, massive structures.
Yeah.
So I did that one day, walked all through there, and then the ticket was good for the next day. Because if you wait in line for the Coliseum, it's forever.
Of course.
So you have
That's
to
where
do.
everybody wants to go.
You got to do skip the line, and even if you go to buy the ticket for the skip the line, it takes forever. But there's no line at the Palatine Hill.
Ah.
So just go past that, get it there, go knock those two things out, the Forum and that, and then go over to the cost. Now, there's still a line.
Of course.
I know it says skip the line, but there's still a line for security. So you still got to do that and do the arms up on both sides and all that stuff. It's like going to any concert these days.
Yeah.
Like a hip hop concert. You get in the full Monty.
Full pat down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Bags, emptying the bags out, all of it. They don't care. This shit's old. One person's not going to ruin it because you came in here with a Sharpie.
Yeah.
You know? So
Julius was here.
yeah. So that's what I did. I did the that thing, skip the line, and of course I went in November, so it's not the touristy time of year,
Yeah,
and the
you
weather
don't
was
have all the
great.
summer tourists.
So it wasn't as much, and because I was alone, I didn't. People didn't try to sell me a selfie stick every 5 feet.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, or I didn't get a dude from some African country trying to sell me a wristband,
Yeah.
a bracelet or something, or people wanting to know if I want a tour. Because you can get private tours, but they're not, I think they have a license or something, but they're freelance. They're just
okay.
people by themselves with a flag, and they all speak different languages, and they're just trying to get people who speak that language, and you just pay them on the street, and then they take you in
Oh, interesting.
and give you a tour, which I probably should have done, but I was like, yeah, I'm not good.
That could have been, yeah, that could have been cool.
Yeah, but you don't know who you get. I don't know what the thing was. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I didn't want any bracelets.
Yeah.
They throw you the bracelet. Or they come up to you and you shake their hand, and it's in their hand.
Of course.
And then you pull your hand out and you got this bracelet, and then the dude wants you to like buy it.
Buy it.
It's like, no, dude, you gave it to me.
Yeah, that's
You gave
mine,
me this.
thanks.
It's mine. And he's like, no. And then he tries to throw you the bracelet so you catch it. And I just
let it
let
bounce.
I let it go.
Yeah.
The one time I caught
Dodge.
it and I just threw it back at him. I hit him back. He turned his back on me and started walking away. I threw it back at him. No grazie. Non voglio. I don't want it.
I don't want that.
Yeah. So I had to learn how to say I don't want non voglio. I don't want it. I don't want, and then no grazie, which is everyone should know that.
Yeah. No thanks.
And the selfie stick, people. And then you got the we're doing a streets people now here. And then now you got the gypsies. You can tell they're gypsies by the clothes they wear. Just like you can tell an Amish person, they got their own. They all look the same. They almost look like they're all. I was like, is this the same lady that I saw like 4 blocks ago? It can't be. And they're literally laying down, like, what's the word? Help me out here. Prostrate?
Wait, what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to throw out some 50-cent words, and I'm on like 35 cents right now.
I'm at 35 cents of it. What are they doing?
They're laying down on their
Okay.
stomachs with their hands together, like cupped together, so you can put so you put coins in their hands. Their head is on the ground.
Oh, really?
Just laid straight out. This old lady's like old,
Interesting.
trying to throw coins in there.
Yeah, in their hands.
Yeah, I just step over and keep going.
Yeah.
I can't. I haven't figured out the money yet. I don't want to. Last thing you want to do is pull out coins and be counting it on the street. You
Yeah.
don't do that.
And then all of a sudden you're giving €5.
Yeah, and then you got the spray paint artists.
Interesting.
They got like cups and bowls. It's like circle, concentric thing, different color, and they're wearing something over their face.
Yeah. Because they don't want to inhale the spray paint.
Meanwhile, every time you walk down the street by any of
You're
that
just-
old stuff, you're inhaling all this stuff. It's like, holy shit! I'm gonna get. How many brain cells am I losing?
Yeah.
Trying to look at this old shit.
Yep. What cancer am I going to get?
And they all paint the same stuff. They're everywhere. The spray paint artists. And then there's the sand castle people. It's usually like a young girl or a guy, and it's usually all the same thing. They bring their own sand, and they're making like a sand castle dog. It's like a dog and then like another little dog coming out the side. There's that. So there's those people.
Yeah.
And then there's this stupid gelatinous looking different color thing. I don't know what country these guys were from, but none of these people were Italian. They're from other countries. And they take this little glob toy thing and they throw it down on a piece of board that they have or just on the street, and it flattens itself out. It doesn't make a noise, but they make a noise with their mouth.
Interesting.
So every time they throw the thing down, I see the guy's mouth move, and you hear this little beep. It's like, what the hell is that?
What are you doing?
Yeah. And then
That
you got
is
the
weird.
Roman dudes that dressed like soldiers.
Yeah.
People take their pictures with. So that's all.
Standing there, yep.
Yeah. So the beauty of all this was because I was by myself and just walking down the street, and I wore all black. I took everything black with me. No one really bothered me. Everyone else was getting picked off left and right.
Yeah, of
and I was
course.
just like dodging the bullet, except for the African dudes with the bracelets. They're the most persistent.
Yeah.
And,
they wanna
yeah.
make that money.
The selfie stick dudes, man, they'll even walk into a bar with selfie sticks. It's like, dude, get out of here.
That's crazy.
I don't want a selfie stick.
Tourist towns.
But the African dudes, they always go, I like your shoes. That's like their catchphrase. I like your shoes. That's like their opening for you to come
so you're
in.
like, oh, thanks. And then here's a bracelet.
Yeah. I don't want any part of that.
No.
But yeah, people got mobbed during that stuff. It's unfortunate. But yeah, so I went and saw all the stuff. Guess what I didn't do?
What didn't you do?
7 days in Rome. Didn't go to Vatican City.
Ah, you didn't see the chapel.
There's a lot of other stuff to do.
There definitely is.
If you want to speak English, go to the Irish bars.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Even the ones that were Italian-owned, Italian people, they still spoke English. So that's where you'll see all the English people or people from other countries. Because English is the common language, like, obviously.
Yeah.
People come from all different parts of Europe. They don't know Italian, but they all know a little bit of English.
Yep.
So they go. So every time I got tired of, like, I just want to hear someone say something I know, I went into one of those Irish bars. And those usually were like the best bars.
Yeah.
So that was cool, and they all spoke English in varying degrees.
Nice. Did you catch any soccer? While
Yes,
you were
I
over there?
did.
Any football?
Okay, this was weird, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, spill it.
So first of all, I tried to buy a ticket online here.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. It kept rejecting my card. Like, what the hell? So I get to Rome, and I ask, okay, I get there on like a Wednesday. This game's on Saturday, and it's the local derby, which means both of the Roman teams are playing each other. They actually share
okay.
a stadium.
Oh, gotcha. And they're playing each other.
Yeah, so one team's home, the other team's away usually. But on this one, it was Lazio. It was Roma versus Lazio. Roma was the home. The home team always comes first.
Okay.
So, but the North and South bowl, end of the bowl, is always one or other, forever.
Okay.
So I think the South is always Lazio, the North is maybe always Rome. I don't know. So that's where so that's where the Lazio fans could sit in that section. Oh, that's the only section.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So this game's almost sold out. I had to go to a AS Roma store. There's a few of them all throughout Rome. They sell all the Roma, hats, whatever. So I go in there. I tell the lady I want to buy a ticket, and she goes, "Oh, it's almost sold out. Here's the section that you can be in." I said, "Is the section okay?" She said, "Just be careful because I'm in the section that's next to the end, the Lazio section."
Okay.
And she says, "You said it could be, could be trouble, but
Yeah.
you be all right." And I was like, she's selling me a ticket, but she's telling me but not telling me.
Exactly.
So okay. So now I have to figure out how to use the bus system here. First time was taking the train. I took the train from the airport, and then I had to figure out the bus to my hotel.
Nice.
It took a while. I don't know how to ask directions in Italian, and it was late when you get in. It's dark already when you land, and so I finally figured it out. But anyway, so now I got a good idea how the bus system works. So, by the way, I'm buying bus tickets. They're like a €1.50.
Yeah.
$1.50, whatever, €1.50, whatever. I don't know how you say it. The bus driver doesn't take it. There is a thing in the middle and thing in the front to like scan it or slip it through to validate it, but no one does it.
Yeah.
So I'm buying these bus tickets and no one's using them. So I just got on the bus, didn't even use it. Just kept it in my pocket. I brought them both home with me.
Yeah. Right off.
So I'm in the bus. We finally get there. and it's just a free for all getting to this stadium. Okay, first of all, the ticket has your name on it and your birth. The ticket has your name on it and your birthday, and probably embedded in the barcode is all your other information, because I had to use my passport to buy the ticket.
Oh, wow.
And they typed it all in. Probably typed in the passport number and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Type that in. And then when you go to the game, you have to show them your ticket and your passport.
Okay.
And you have to check it, make sure the passport picture, name, date, matches what's on the actual ticket. So there's not like concerts here.
Yeah.
There's no reselling and all that stuff.
Scalping.
The ticket, no, there's no scalping. The ticket is the ticket.
Yep.
Okay. So I get through there, and then there's the local staff people. And then they take the wand, they do the full pat down, just like you get stopped at TSA. Like, oh damn it, you get the once over, and then you keep walking. Then it's soldiers, Italian soldiers with big, huge machine guns, and the same thing again.
Really?
You pat it down twice.
No way.
Yes. And then I'm walking around the thing to try to find my section. So I get into my section. There's people there at the section. They look at your ticket and your section again. Make sure you're going into the right section. You just can't go into another section. This is like for real right here. So I finally get in. I finally see this girl, and I'm just like pointing, like, where exactly am I going here? And she looks up, tells, oh, you're just over here. So I get to my seat. I'm sitting down, and I realize I am in that section next to the bowl in where the Lazio fans are.
Yes.
A lot of people are in this section. No, dude, a lot of people, like way more people that are supposed to be in this section are in this section. All the ragazzis, all the dudes are all there, and they're in the rows. They're in the steps between the sections. And I look up above me, and the section above me and the one over is like half empty. They all came down to that nearest one, nearest to the Lazio fans. So I'm like, oh God. Now there's this, I'm on the end, right? This dude standing on the steps next to me puts his foot on top of the seat in front of me. He's encroaching already. He's got a 45-degree angle into my section as I'm sitting down. So now my legs are kind of bent. I'm kind of cocked over to the right, like, what the fuck's going on here? Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, more and more are coming. They're all going into the sections. They're all going into the rows now.
Yep.
So I stand up. All the other dudes start standing up now. No one sits at all. So I'm standing up. The dude still got his foot up there. His knees like at my waist high. And I'm like looking at the dude, and he's kind of not looking at me. It's like, he wants where I'm at. He wants me to leave as all the dudes are going in. I'm not backing down. So all the dudes are standing on top of their seats. I'm still standing on the floor because I'm taller than all those dudes. So I can still see everything, but they're all standing up and I can still see over them. So finally the dude relents. He just stands there. It's cool. He moves his foot down. I put my foot up on the chair. I reclaim the chair in front of me. All right, there's two Spanish dudes, Spain, from behind me. Dude, the ragazzis literally stood in front of their seat in the row.
Whoa.
Stood in front of them, not leaving. The two Spanish kids are like, what's going on? No security anywhere. We already went through
after all the army and stuff like that.
We went through all this. Security's over.
That's amazing.
There's no more security now. You're in now. And you can smoke everywhere.
Of course.
Obviously. So you're smoking everything.
Of course.
Those two kids had to stand on top of their seats. The kids in front in the row still stood there. So they're standing on top of their seats, and the kids are filled up the whole row. They're standing all in the row, and everyone's on top of their seats, and everyone's in the row, standing in the row also. It's just massive. All right, the game starts. The whole time, they're singing and cussing and chanting and waving flags at the Lazio fans, and Lazio fans are doing the same. It's like back and forth. They're not even watching the game.
Of course.
They got signs. There's a couple times where I had to like duck because they unrolled like a 50-foot sign like in front of my row.
Yes.
And I'm like ducking down.
That's amazing.
I'm like ducking down and lifting up the bottom of it to try to see. I don't even know what was on the sign. I did see one sign that said "fuck Uber," but I don't think Uber. I don't know if that had anything to do with the game though.
Yeah, doesn't sound like it. And
dude, the hand gestures. Oh, they're so good. we're not filming our podcast, but they're so good. The hand gestures, the sing, they're just the most derogatory, filthy things you could sing in a song,
of course,
back and forth the whole time.
Sports.
All right. Game ends. I'm at the bus stop. All right. The bus sign's on the curb. You stand on the curb because that's where the bus is coming, right? There's kind of like an informal line, right? No lines. I'm on the curb. Some people are on the curb. Some people start getting on the street in front of me, right in front of the sign.
Course.
And then those people get in front of those people on the street. And then people get in front of those people. They're in the front of the street, and on and on and on. Meanwhile, there's like 100 people. The whole street is probably 3/4 full of people. Everyone keeps getting in front of everyone else in the street. Finally, the bus comes, and these are big, huge, wide street. The bus comes nowhere near the curb. He's all the way on the left side of the street, Just a massive crowd, already 3/4 of the street, free for all. It's not like London where you wait for people to get out of the bus before people get on. No, it's just in and out, in and out. It's just a free for all. There's no waiting for people to get out. You just get in. And I'm like, I ain't going to get in this bus. There's no way I'm getting on this bus. There are people trying to get off the bus, couldn't get off I eventually I squeezed in there.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like, motherfucker, I'm getting on this bus.
People were trying to get off and couldn't get off because everybody's trying to get on.
Yeah, you little ragazzis, I'm getting on this bus. I'm going to push you out. So I got on the bus. There was one dude couldn't get out. The bus takes off. He's just
That's amazing.
He's like going, scusi, permiso. No, sir.
No, you're stuck until
If you
it
wanna-
laps around.
If you want to get off the bus, you have to
amazing.
already be by the door before the bus gets to your stop. Wow. If the bus stops and then you try to get to the door, jam nuts to butts in these buses, forget it.
It's like Subway.
Oh,
man.
Luckily, I'd learned the city enough to where I got off a little early. And I just walked.
And walk the rest. Yes.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I know where I'm at. I'm just going to walk. And I walked to a bar, and I went back to this Irish bar that was close to me. And there's a dude that I think his name was Simone. There was Simonas there, and there was Simone, and then there was just Simi. There's Simo, whatever, for sure. Whatever is his name. I was talking to this dude, and I went to the game. He said he was a Lazio fan. Lazio lost, by the way.
Okay. I was about to ask, yeah.
2-1. And so I get there. He's all upset. He gets cut early. He's at the bar. He's been drinking. He's upset. I'm talking to the guy. I say, hey, man, why didn't you go to the game? This is a big game. Why didn't you go? He goes, I can't go for 5 years. I go, what? He goes, I'm suspended.
How did that happen?
He said he went to a game a year ago. He said I did some bad things. I woke up the next morning. The police were at his front door, knocked on the front door the next morning.
What?
Yeah, CCTV cameras and cameras everywhere, dude.
Of course.
Yeah, when those back up to the game, when they were throwing those banners out, a lot of those dudes were covering their faces. And I'm standing there like, great.
What?
I'm lifting the bottom of the sign up trying to watch the damn game.
That's amazing.
And this was only in that one section. The whole rest of everyone was like sitting down, watching the enjoying. It was that one section next to the visiting fans. It was It was a riot, dude. So he goes 5 years. He goes, he'll be 33 before he can see a game again.
See a live game. That's insane.
And it's not just a Lazio game. It's any Serie A game.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, here's an aside. In England, if you cause trouble, hooligan, you get banned from going to the games ever for however long. And if your club happens to be playing in Europe, like in a club tournament in Europe, you have to turn in your passport.
Wow.
So you can't. It's like, look, you can't go to the games here. We sure as hell ain't letting you ruin our reputation in Europe. Causing trouble.
That's insane.
So you have to turn your passport in to go if your club's playing like in Holland or Spain or wherever like that. You go back after the game's over and you get your passport.
That's crazy.
So they do that in England. I don't know if they do that in Italy too, but yeah, this kid was like, he'd be 33 before he could see another game.
That's hardcore, dude. That's amazing.
I know.
Soccer.
Oh, so you drink coffee?
Yeah. Oh, I'm a coffee drinker.
Guess what happens if you order a latte in Italy?
What?
You get a glass of milk.
Yeah, because that's milk.
Yeah, latte is milk. If you want an espresso, you don't order an espresso. You order un caffè,
Yeah.
a coffee. A coffee is an espresso. It's implied.
Yes.
Yeah. Macchiato, that means stained.
I love that.
That's what that means. Yeah. So they don't drink milk. It's only have milk in their coffee for breakfast, and they never drink milk again for the rest of the day because
sense.
they don't want to have a full stomach with milk in it.
Yeah.
So that's what they do. That's how that works. They all drink those little cappuccino espresso things, un caffè. They all drink it at the bar. They go up to the bar, they order at the bar, they stand up, they drink it real quick like a shot, and then they're out.
And then they're gone.
And they're gone. And they'll do that like 3 or 4 times a day. If you sit down, it costs more.
Yep.
Yeah.
They want you in and out and gone.
Yeah.
Next.
Who wants to pay an extra €2 to sit down?
To sit and talk. Yep.
Yeah. But I got tea every time, and they always set it up at the bar, thinking I was just going to sit there with my tea, wait for it. I just like, can I just sit down? And they're kind of looking at me weird. I didn't figure it out right away what was going on, but it's normal to just drink that stuff real quick.
Yeah. And then move on.
And then get out. Yeah. So every time I sat down for my tea, dude, I was walking 20,000 steps a day.
Dude, that's badass.
I know.
Damn.
I wanted to sit down with the tea. So they charged me like, I don't know, it just costs more.
Yeah. Did you try any of the water coming out of the fountains in Rome?
No, but apparently that's very good. There's great water.
It's delicious water. Yeah. Especially in the summer, it's great because you can just go over there and fill it up, and it's ice cold in the summer.
It's just pouring out.
Yeah.
There's no on or off. It's just flowing out.
Yep.
There's no lead anymore, if people were wondering. The lead's gone out of those
The
pipes.
lead's out of the water.
Out of the aquifers and aqueducts and stuff. Aqueducts, sorry.
Yeah, lead. What's a little lead do?
Do you think that's what made some of those Caesars crazy?
Oh, that and syphilis.
The French disease. Yeah, I think that's what made some of those people crazy back then. They were drinking all that water with the lead pipes.
Yep. There's
definitely some could you
poisoning going
imagine?
on. Oh, dude, lead poisoning? Ugh.
So what was it, Nero? What was the one who was like batshit crazy?
It was it Nero? It might have been Nero.
Commodus, maybe. Man. Yeah, so those dudes lead. But yes, that's flowing everywhere. But no, I didn't drink any of that. But I did. They do have water on tap. Like they have tap beer.
Yeah,
they had tap water. Yeah, and it comes in these little glass. They fill it up in a little glass thing and hand it to you. It was great. That was cool. We talk about pizza yet?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
How was your pizza experience?
The pizza is in long rectangular things, and you tell him how much you want of it. So you tell him how much you want. He puts the knife and cuts it down, heats it up if you want, or if not, a lot of people don't even heat it up. And they take the tooth, he cuts it in half, and then folds it like a sandwich. So it looks like a panini, really.
Yeah.
And they put the little paper around it, and you're out of there. They have all different kinds of pizza. What's the like the hand that's cold that you don't cook? Starts with a P. Prosciutto or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how they say it. Yeah, so they have all different kinds of pizza. You just literally just tell him where you put the knife, and he just cuts out how much you want, weighs it.
And then you pay like that.
And you're out of there. It's great.
How's the spaghetti?
I didn't have any spaghetti.
Did you do any pasta?
Yes.
What'd you do?
It was some pasta with some kind of cream sauce with like I don't know, like pork in it or something, some kind of meat. It wasn't horse.
No,
I know what you're saying. Hey. It was not horse.
Been there, done that.
You had horse?
Yeah, in Italy.
Oh, God.
There's sections of Italy that they still eat horse in.
I don't think I would. If I had a choice, I wouldn't. If it was all there was, then okay. But if there wasn't, yeah.
Yeah. Just
where do you draw the line?
I don't know.
At silver?
I owe silver.
It would trigger.
But carbonara, sounds like you might have had carbonara. Was it a creamy sauce?
It was a creamy sauce.
With pork and stuff in it?
Fettuccine looking.
Yeah. Oh, that's my favorite.
Was it?
My favorite.
Yeah. And I got some kind of bread with marinara sauce, but the bread was puffy.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was a puffy bread.
A puffy bread.
Almost like a sopapilla. It was good, man. Lots of bread.
Not for the gluten insensitive.
I didn't feel, once again, just like with the France episode, I didn't feel tired or bloated or the food coma after that.
Because it's all fresh. It's all fresh stuff. It's
and
fresh
probably because I was
pasta.
walking 20,000 steps a day.
Yeah, that too. How was it? Did you have any wine?
No. I'm not a wine drinker, man. I know. I go to Italy, don't have wine. Don't drink coffee, no wine, and didn't do the Vatican City.
Yeah.
What kind of Christian am I?
What kind of Christian tourist are you?
There's a lot else to see.
Oh, there definitely is.
I tell you,
there's history there.
Some of those museums, and you're by yourself off season, you're walking in some of those rooms, and those big, huge sculptures of these people looking at you with arms missing. It's freaky, dude. It's scary. And some of those frescoes or those paintings, you walk in one room and it's like a religious section, and you walk in there and you see all that. Dude, you're like looking around like, where is everyone else in this museum? There's no you hardly see a guide. You may see a security lady sitting in a chair by an elevator or something, but you're on your own. There's no directions. Same with all these monuments. Like you walk into these places, there's no go this way, go this way, go this way, and then you're done. No, you walk in, it's a free-for-all.
And it's just,
Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go forward? Do I go up the steps first? What do I do here?
Do I get lost in here? Am I have to stay the night here?
Some of these museums, I don't even know if I saw everything.
Yeah.
I didn't know where I was.
God, I love that. That's awesome.
You walk in a room, there's these things that just look like the hardest material, but looks like soft. Like, how do they create this stuff? It's freaky, dude, seeing those heads and those things. It's scary. That's why I didn't want to go to the Vatican, because a lot of that religious stuff freaks me out, the artwork.
Oh, yeah.
The eyes in the painting follow you. You walk left and walk right, and the eyes are still looking at you. I don't need this.
God's still following me.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. It's starting to get dark in this museum by yourself, off season, and you're these things are staring at you.
Hey.
Is that guilt?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was my trip. The plane ride was a piece of cake. Time difference, it was 7 hours ahead. I didn't really have any. I just stayed up, like you always don't go to sleep when you get there.
Yeah, stay up and then go to bed at night.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I did all that, and it was good. Like I said, most people speak English there. The only assholes I saw were Americans,
of course,
and people from England or Scotland who been to Italy for the first time, like me, and didn't know one word. Didn't know one word at all. Didn't care.
Like me.
Could care less. So they had to deal with those people. It's a musical language, dude. I think I'm going to learn Italian. I think
that rap that you were playing earlier was kind of awesome.
Maybe we'll play some of it.
Yeah.
To start that episode. Maybe for the end of this right now when we end it.
Rap ready.
Yeah.
Kick on the jams.
So anyway, I went to Rome and I felt like someone might care, someone might not care, but it's cool to see other parts of the country. It was my first time. I know you've been there before, but it was all new for me, and I just want to share that experience with anyone who gives a shit.
Experience the rest of the world, everybody. Please.
Yeah. If there's any suggestions of where else I should go.
Well, I'm sure some people will suggest where you need to go.
Yeah. Anything with the H-E-double-L.
Where's the next Bad Truth world trip? Let's go to Japan.
Oh, man.
Dude.
Does Duolingo have Japanese?
I don't know. Check it out.
If I have to change my keyboard to do it, I'm out. I don't want a keyboard changing to do an app language.
I bet we could do a dual bass show and go tour Japan.
We should.
I think that'd be awesome.
It'd be like Godzilla versus...
What was the giant turtle?
I don't know any...
I'd be the giant turtle.
I don't know any Godzilla's nemesis. The robot dude. It's the three dudes become one big robot.
Voltron? Voltron, thank you. I almost said Zartan.
I don't know what Zartan is.
Another old movie.
That's Zoltar. You're thinking about the dude you put the coin in, tells you you're...
That was from Big. Man, we're all over the place. We should end this.
Yeah, we're out. All right.
Social medias and stuff. We didn't say anything about Nate's social media.
Yeah, he says on there, Nate Kuhn, right?
I don't think he said it. Hey, anybody that's listening to this, that listened to the podcast with Nate Kuhn.
Or maybe this comes out before, because we did 2 today.
Hey, next time, the next podcast with Nate.
We have guests coming up.
It's going to be a guest-filled season?
Who
Question
knows?
mark?
Dude, we were off for 6 weeks and did nothing.
We didn't plan on anything.
Did zero work. I left the country.
I mixed records.
Bye, Adam.
All right. Bye, Michael.